Hey there. Welcome to my nature walk. As you can see here, we have some bamboo. It's a very vast forest of bamboo. So I love going out in nature and just really finding all the neat things that it has to offer. Oh wow, score! Right here we have an aspen tree. Now you can tell that it's an aspen tree because of the way it is. Wow, isn't nature just so neat? I mean, just look at all those aspens. Anyway, welcome back to the video, and here's to a full day in the life of a zookeeper. What is up, guys? It is Monday, January 11th. I am currently at work, and I'm going to take you through a day in the life of a zookeeper. So obviously I'm here at Omaha's Henry Dooley Zoo and Aquarium. There's the Desert Dome, probably the most iconic thing at this zoo. But yeah, just going to walk you through my day. I get up at, I don't know, probably like 6:45, 7 in the morning. Get to work by 8. Summer months it changes a little bit. Probably do another one of these once that rolls around, because it kind of affects my job just a little bit on what I do on a daily basis. But yeah, I'll talk about more what I do later on, but welcome to my day. All right, what is up, guys? I'm currently in the nutrition lab. This is the fodder that we grow in the winter months. As you can see, it's little like grass beds. We grow this to feed out some of our animals. A lot of it here is, we grow 16 trays, and it's all water based, so it's all just on like little trays. So no soil, nothing, just grows in the bottom of these black trays. And yeah, they grow on about 10-day cycles. Actually, not even, it's probably about 7 or 8. I planted these, or seeded these out last Tuesday, I believe, and so I will actually harvest them on Wednesday and then plant some more on Wednesday as well. We also soak the seeds for about a day just in water, just to get them kind of growing. But yeah, that's our fodder setup for the winter months at least, and then in the summer we definitely feed a lot more fresh stuff than in the winter, just because it's more readily available and everything. So yeah, one really fun thing about all this is, so the water is stored down there in that little barrel, which I need to change today, and then it is pumped up, and then it comes out of these tubes here, and then there are holes that it drips down through. As you can see, it actually just got done watering, so it's kind of still draining. Just drips down to the next level, the next level, and the next level, then back to the beginning. So yeah, that's how this whole system works. It's obviously a homemade system. We made a PVC pipe, and then this chicken wire mesh fencing stuff. So yeah, we kind of reuse, recycle, and make do with what we got here. All right, so one of the things that I do is I take care of the hay barn and kind of clean it up and everything. And what the heck are you doing here? Get your cart out of the way. I need to move it. I need to move this. It's very in the way. Give me 1 second. Now that's done, keep parking their carts in my way. At least I can drive around it. Anyway, getting a new load of straw in this week because we're getting dangerously low, as you can see. So what I gotta do today is clean up, replace any broken pallets, and get ready for our straw delivery. I need more grass hay too. That's running dangerously low. 2, 1. That's not enough. All right, one more try. Done. All right, now I'm done with that. Replaced a couple pallets over there. I replaced whenever they get broken, but need to go get rid of all this stuff, and then I'll actually be back up here in like 5 minutes because I'm gonna crack into one of these. You gotta figure out what those are. It's kind of interesting. Not really. I think it's cool, but that's because I do it, so it's like bias, but whatever. All right, so we're back here again. Describing what's in these barrels. So actually, it is trees that are cut up, and we silage them, is what it's called. So basically, I take a lot of my time not a lot of my time, especially not this last summer, but I cut up trees into small chunks and I put them in a barrel, and I can pack them down with a press, which is actually just a modified wood splitter. It's right there. So that's kind of fun. And yeah, then I put the lid on, pack them down, and wait 6 weeks, something like that. It like ferment inside the container. Kind of a weird process, but you know, it helps feed some of our animals, especially like the gorillas and stuff, through the winter. And here is what the end result is. This was actually a willow. Come on. Oh my God, this is hard to do with one hand. This is some willow that we silaged. So pretty, right? Yeah. And yeah, that little white stuff on top is actually like a yeast buildup, so it's just like regular fermentation. It has a little bit of like yeast buildup on it. That stuff I pull out. It's not dangerous to the animals. We just don't feed it out to the animals, just for safety purposes. You know, it makes you feel a little bit better at night, whatever. But yeah, so that's like one of my jobs in the winter months, especially since I'm not actually out cutting as much, and animals still need food. So that's what I do. I put trees in barrels, and then I give them to an animal. Dropped off to gorillas. It's like a 90-pound barrel. This is so heavy. Need to pack less trees. All right, so I had a little bit of a break time, able to kind of sit down for a sec right before lunch, kind of explain my job a little bit. So here at the zoo, I'm the lead browse keeper is my job position, and I am in charge of cutting down trees, feeding them out to animals. I also deal with a lot of like community outreach, reaching out to different arborist organizations, stuff like that, to get donations. We mainly do it to, like, obviously we're feeding it out to the animals as food, which just provides a more natural diet for our animals, as we do try to give them as close to what they would get in nature as we can. So like, obviously we can't give them everything, but we can still make them happy, still give them some of the things that they would have in nature. And yeah, so my job obviously will like vary between a lot of different things, from going out and cutting down trees, reaching out to the city, to stuff like that, to get donations, because a lot of our animals eat a lot. Like our elephants, they eat probably, like, they could potentially eat like 2 tons of trees in a day. So it's a lot of not just me going out and doing stuff, which I always tell people I'm a glorified lumberjack, like that's my job, with cutting down trees, but then I get to go that extra step and feed the animals. And I'll show you the whole process too of intake of trees, what we do with them, feeding them out, stuff like that. But winter months, my job changes a little bit. It goes more towards just small little projects. A lot of stuff I do in the summer to get ready for winter, like feeding out silage, stuff like that. But as I showed you, like, I grow fodder in the winter, which is just the grass seed. I do a lot of stuff up at the hay barn to kind of organize, keep that stocked for animals, because that's also a huge part of diets for animals. And yeah, just basically helping out wherever I can, trying to make new community partners, stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know. I thought this video would be a lot of fun just to show you what I do in a day. But also I'll make one in the summer too, because my job changes so much once the trees green up. And I'm actually able to go out and do some cutting and be a little bit more entertaining, I guess, if I'm able to keep up with it, because my summer days are much busier than my winter days. So, but another thing I do in the winter is I deliver a lot of the dry foods to our animal areas. So I'll hop in the bobcat and run pallets of food over to the elephants and all the other animal areas, the jungle, dome. But I also, in the winter, we also pick up some live browse that we get shipped in from Florida. That goes out to our langers just to keep them healthy, help them with getting their fiber intake and everything like that, so that we're avoiding health issues down the road with them. And those are some species like the langurs and the gorillas and the orangutans that need that intake of trees like year round, to remain healthy and to avoid those health risks. But yeah, that's kind of a description of my job. I'll show some videos and stuff. I also deal with some bamboo for our red pandas, and we ship that out to some other zoos too and package it up. But yeah, that's so a lot of our trees come in right here. They get dumped. This is where the city dumps, everything like that. When they cut fresh stuff, we put it here right behind our elephant barn. I actually go out to parks and stuff and do some cutting out there too. So, but all of our public donations, they'll come here and they get dropped off here. All right, so up here I'm behind the elephant yards, as you can see here. And in the summertime, obviously our elephants are out a lot more. Currently, they are not as much, just due to the fact that it's cold out and it's winter and they're African elephants. But this is where I drop a lot of my trees as well for the elephant crew. And then they will take them and put them in the yard, stuff like that, and get all used up. The elephants eat a ton of trees. As you can see right there, they put them out into the yards and pile them up, use them, spread them out, everything. And yeah. All right, some of the animals that I feed here. These are the goral. Bye, buddy. He doesn't care. And then down here, we actually have the takin, which none of them are really visible for me right now. There's a little guy right there, a couple of them over there. They're basically just giant goats. Kind of fun, but little goral over here, or goral, however you want to pronounce it. I don't know how these animals' names are pronounced, but these guys are all real fun. All right, so the life cycle of our trees. This is the final stage where we bring them all down here. Big tree trunks, branches, small, big, everything. And then they get chipped in this big old wood chipper here. And then all of that is used for mulching some of our trees. A lot of it's used for animal bedding, stuff like that. That's our compost pile. That gets obviously composted down. We let it decay and everything, used as fertilizer. But this is everything that I do on a daily basis comes right here. And then ends up there. So yeah, that's just kind of how my day functions. I know it's kind of loud. We got the train tracks right there, but yeah, that's the whole process of at least the summer months for me. I do some in the winter months too, but mainly summer, because a lot of our animals don't eat the trees when they're not green. So yeah. So I don't really work with the carnivores very much, but I love being able to see them. Like, look at them. Hi, buddy. Like I said, I don't see them very often, but I'm just driving around and they'll just be out and about, and I'll get a look at them and say, what's up? Like, look at that pretty boy. Just look at him. Alright, so another animal I don't get to work with often, because once again, work with trees. These guys don't eat trees, but there's a little tiger right there. I don't know if you can see him very well. They're absolutely adorable, and yeah, I wish I could work with them more. I wish I could get closer, but they're kind of our hands-off, only trained people get to deal with them, so yeah, that's unfortunately as good as you get, but he's cute. Alright, another update on the day. Up here at the Diet Kitchen, I've been helping out up here for the past couple weeks because we've had some staffing changes and stuff, and just kind of helping fill in. Here's some more of our trees. These little elm trees right here that I take care of. Those are all mine. And I also wanted to touch on, I can't show you guys everything behind the scenes that I do just because it's obviously not like supposed to be showed to just general public, stuff like that, like a lot of our quarters and stuff like that. So it's not that I don't want to show you guys everything, it's just that I can't. We're not allowed to unless we get our media department approval, stuff like that. So sorry, I can't do that, but I will check back in with you guys later because I can't show you inside the kitchen, and also I don't want to get my camera all dirty around food and stuff like that because it sucks. But I'm gonna go prep some gorilla diets because it's fun. And just like that, my day at the zoo is over. It is currently 4:30. Yeah, it's been a fun, eventful day. Once again, pretty slow for the winter months, but it gets better. No, I love my job here at the zoo. It's a honestly amazing time. I hope I can keep y'all updated with future videos, at least at the zoo and just day-to-day life, just as they come. But I figured I'd do a video on just the whole day instead of just part of the day. But yeah, now time to head home and go work out, get some food, maybe play some video games. Who knows? We shall see where the night takes me. But peace.